Picture going down. Picture going down.
Ladies and gentlemen, moving on to the next bout of the evening. Yesterday, K1 bout for over 2 minutes. Your first fighter, stepping into the ring and fighting out of the red corner, Lavender!
Welcome one and all to Combat Challenge Stand and Striker at Prism in Leeds. Alex King and Rich Kenny in the commentary position. This is a K1 fight. The first combatant coming out now is Ryan Lavender.
Yeah, this is an amateur K1 fight, so we fought over 3 2-minute rounds. Small differences in the amateur rules for this one will be that there will be no knees to the head whatsoever, even from limited clinch, and there also will be no spinning back fists allowed. Our first fighter, Alex said, is Ryan Lavender. His opponent he'll be fighting is Joey, the one, Sidery, who'll be fighting out of the blue corner.
And his opponent, stepping into the ring and fighting out the blue corner, Joey Sidery!
And here's his opponent, Joey Sidery, Rich.
Yeah, Joey's a nickname The One, which I think is quite an amusing one. Joey the One-Sidery.
It makes sense for now.
It does make sense, I quite like it. He's 6'1", standing 90 kilos, and he is making his debut today. Joey fights out of the Three Arrows team in Nottingham, and although this actually is his official card debut, he has some previous inter-club experience, and is coming from a Thai boxing background.
So no stranger to using all 4 limbs.
Yeah, that's right, the art of 8 limbs in Thai boxing. Unfortunately, in this one there will be no elbows in any way, shape or form, and like I said, with there being no clinch, he loses a weapon there in that he cannot accept the Muay Thai plum clinch. Both fighters will be wearing shin and insteps for this fight because it is an amateur K1 fight, and will be the last of the 3 2-minute round fights of tonight's action.
And Sidery in full regalia there, Rich. Nice to see.
Yeah, it's good. I trained at a lot of Thai boxing gyms, and it's nice to see the guys come out in the full gear.
Official introduction, the fighter fighting out of the red corner, weighing in 86.9. He's 20, stands at 5'11". He fights out of combat, wins and hails from Chester, Ryan, the Mechanic Lavender! And his opponent fighting out of blue corner, weighing at 87.8. He's 18, stands at 6'1". He fights out of Three Arrows and hails from Nottingham, Joey, the One, Sidery! Your referee is the Black Conway.
So Ryan in the blue and red Thai trunks, and Joey in the purple and white Thai trunks as well. Quite excited about this one. There does seem to be a sizable size advantage in favour of Joey, actually, to be honest. I know they've weighed in fairly similarly, but he looks to have a larger frame, Al.
He does. It'd be interesting to see how Sidery copes with a limited skill set in this K1 amateur rule set. But we're underway. Let's find out.
Wonderful leg kick by Joey there.
Very
Really
fast.
sharp. Blocking as well, which is something we've not seen too much of earlier, the actual blocking of low kicks, because the primarily fights have been kickboxing and fairly limited K1 with not much in the way of leg kicks being thrown. Good combinations from Ryan there, looking really well, but fantastically powerful leg kicks from Joey, using them big legs to good effect and causing quite a lot of damage. Nice and tight from both fighters, Al, like style-wise, very nice. Working the combinations, jab cross there from Joey, followed by the low kick. Oh, nice stiff left there.
Snapping the head back there of Lavender.
Ryan looking to come forward, looking to actually control the centre of the ring. With it being a reasonably small ring, these guys are in a unique position in that they don't actually have to have as good a footwork as they would need to do to cut off their opponents. So there is a bit more option to brawl inside a smaller ring, really, Al. But both these guys exchanging well. Wonderful leg kicks from Joey, and Ryan firing back as and where possible, really.
Oh, nice combination.
There.
Turned him round and really capitalised on Lavender turning his back on him there.
Yeah. Joey's looking quite solid here. He's got quite stiff punches. He's finishing with a low kick almost every single time, which is, really, really good technique. Really, if you're putting punches together, the low kick's almost free basically by that point, and he's really using that to good effect. And it will be slowing Ryan down later in the round. He's constantly attacking that left leg as well, and that's the second time he's gone to the body straight after a leg kick, and it's a good combination. Lovely stiff left hand there. You really see Ryan's head snapping back here as Joey commits, but Ryan quite happy to walk forward and eat some of these shots.
that reverberated around the venue.
It sounded worse than it was. It was actually, he almost blocked that, did Ryan there, but it was a nice snapping kick from Joey there that did sound particularly brutal. Wonderful body kick there and great hands at the end of it. Joey really having the better of it this round, and Ryan not quite finding his positioning in this round just there.
Now the first round's in the bag there, and really that's the story of that round was well, I think it was Sidery's use of his own range there being a lot dialed in a lot quicker, I think, than Lavender's.
Good looking leg kicks. Just it's so important when you've got the option to chop at someone's legs that if you're attacking really well up top, which Joey just did, good stiff short combinations, not 30 punches and then a kick up on the end, but almost the 1-2 low kick, 1-2 low kick. The Thai boxer's favourite, really. Soften up the legs and blocking his own leg kicks. Early in the round, Ryan was firing quite a lot of leg kicks, and Joe was blocking nearly all of them. But Ryan very much in this.
Definitely, it's too early to really count anybody out, I think. And Ryan, he got his own a good few strikes in there of his own, and he managed to block quite a lot of the leg kicks that were coming through as well. Not all of them, obviously, but a good percentage. So he's obviously very aware of the sort of attacks that are coming in from Sidery.
Yeah, that's exactly right. He's very aware of what his opponent's offered in that first round and hasn't quite got a counter for it just yet. But we'll see what the second round brings. Round 2 starting off now.
Nice show of respect there from both fighters.
Good balance from both fighters as well. Nice teep there and front kick from Ryan. Just these sharper punches belonging to Joey at the moment, and Ryan been a little bit more reactive and getting chopped down a little bit there, really. Joey looking very good actually in his debut here.
Joey's really started to put longer combinations together and actually finding his mark more often than not.
Yeah, he is. He's having a lot of success with this now. It's that constant leg kick. He's turned him quite well. That will make Ryan think a lot more and will make him maybe plant his feet just a little bit heavier on his back foot so he can move the left foot up to block that low kick, and it's just going to limit his mobility, not just from the actual damage from the kick, but his ability to throw shots if he's thinking about having to block that. You can see he's turning him quite a lot with it, and then following it up with that really nice left body kick.
And there have been a few occasions which I've noticed where the kick of Joey has actually sort of short-circuited a combo.
It has. It's almost stopping him in his tracks.
Absolutely.
Good block there by Ryan. He's going to need to do that more often because basically Joey's working a long left followed by a fairly sharp right hand and then just putting his body into the leg kick. But when he throws a kick on its own, Ryan doing quite well just to block it. So.
Nice body shot a moment ago there from Ryan. That could be one of his keys to getting a bit more momentum back in this bout.
Yeah, he's going to have to start being a little less reactive and pushing forward on this, because in all honesty, at the sort of range that Joey's using and the success he's having with that low leg kick, as soon as he puts combinations and kicks together, he's causing a lot of damage there and really causing that flat-footedness from Ryan. Ryan's going to have to start coming forward and putting something together, but Joey not really giving him much, if I'm honest, like standing quite firm, not backing away from any shots. That leg kick is savage. He's just turned him round almost every time. Ryan's going to have to sort of tough this out, really, because he's not really got a solution to the combinations and kicking of Joey.
Okay, that's round 2. And pretty much of the same there from Joey, really, I think, taking the edge over Ryan. And as we said before, Ryan, if he wants to come out of this bout looking better, he's got to really work extremely hard in this third round. Is it possible for him to pull it back, you think?
Yeah, it's possible. Do I think he's going to do it? I think it's unlikely. I think Joey's proving a bit too much for him, really, and just slightly outclassing him. Joey's firing back every time Ryan hits. Ryan not doing the same. Ryan eating some shots and then not really having a solution. Whereas every time he's gone at Joey, he's been hit back and punished. He's being like almost punished every time he attacks, and it's making him hesitant, and that's causing him some problems, I think.
It must be tremendously frustrating for Lavender at this point in the fight, and obviously he's got a very supportive corner there who's giving him some good advice. But as we say, it looks like he is just slightly outclassed on this particular occasion.
And the word you've used there, Al's exactly right, in frustration. You can see he's starting to get a bit frustrated with being kicked and just knocked about, basically. He's not getting dominated here. This isn't a one-sided beating.
No,
he just doesn't have an answer to getting kicked in that leg, unfortunately. And when he is blocking it, he's doing absolutely fine. He knows what he needs to do. But it's at the end of the combination when he's trying to block it that he's just not able to do it. But when it's just a single kick being thrown, he's being fairly successful. But as you see there, 1-2 low kick, causing a few problems. But there you are, just with a single kick, you see he is blocking it. It's after the punches. I think he's just maybe struggling a little bit. making a better showing this round. He backed his hands a little bit in the start of that round, did Ryan. Lavender just needs to move. He just needs to go at him because you don't want to eat that many kicks. Like, you just don't want to.
No, even with the shin pads on, they're not pleasant. I'm assuming.
Well, that's exactly it. Even though you're not getting quite as much sort of shin impact or bone, the concussive impact's fairly consistent. It's quite a raucous crowd here, Al, as well.
It's a fantastic crowd of passionate fight fans, Rich. They know what they're saying, and they very much love it.
Yeah, these guys are fighting really well. This is a good fight. It's measured for sure, but this is the right performance as an amateur to be making. Like, you want to be coming out there and testing your weapons, testing your kits, and making sure that you're throwing the right shots. Just checking the shin guard there, making sure it doesn't turn round.
Oh,
nice head kick. Nothing really on that, but just good to see additional weapons being used, really. You know,
and if you're a judge, of course, that's going to score very
highly. Yeah, absolutely. You don't even need the power. Kicks are always going to score better than punches, and so far the tail of this fight is Sidery's low kicks. Things slowing down a little bit in this third and final round now. I think both fighters have given quite a lot there. Ryan returning well when he can, and the problem is just Joey constantly moving forward, constantly finishing with a combination, finishing with a kick. Not receiving a count there, just been notified for the knockdown. They need to stay on his feet there and stand a bit stronger, because that's the second time he's been tripped there as Ryan. That's the end of the third and final round there.
Really, really good fight. A very, very good fight. Like I say, any other night of the week, Ryan Lavender would have been the man to watch. But tonight he was just slightly outpointed and outclassed perhaps by Joey Sidery there with a fantastic performance.
It was worryingly a one-sided performance in regards to that one separator being the power of the leg kicks and the crispness of those combinations from Joey. It's just finished really strong there.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard-fought rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges score this in favour of your winner. In the blue corner,